Hey, good morning, YouTube. It's Sunday morning. Hey, let's have a cup of coffee together. Oh my gosh, yes. Oh, thanks for tuning in for the yard sale scores. It's uploading right now. It was an okay day. It wasn't like crazy. There was a lot of volume, tons of volume, but boy, we had to really go through some quite a number of sales. I bet maybe we hit 50 sales, maybe 40, probably 40. But many of those were drive-bys. You can just tell that there's unlikely, when there's so many sales, you just want to keep going because you don't want to waste any time. You only have so many hours to sell, so you want to hit the ones that you have the best, what you think anyway is the best opportunity. But without further ado, please grab your cup. Go get your coffee ready. I don't care what it is, whether it's your Keurig, whether it's your pour over, whether it's your press. It don't matter. Let's have a cup of coffee. And if you're into that, let's do this. All right, let me get my my stove going. And I'm going to use my new coffee pot that I just picked up. I was going to show you the difference in my old favorite coffee pot and my new favorite. So this is the one that I use all the time. This is the, I don't know if you can tell, but they're much smaller. This is a great coffee pot. I'm not gonna get rid of it, but let's just face it, this one's perfect. So I already did a boil test on this because I filled it up full of cider vinegar and scrubbed it out really good and boiled it. So let's do it again. Now that we're nice and clean, that'll do it. And what I'm going to show you is the stove that I picked up. That's the other thing is I forgot to show you. I don't think I featured this stove that I picked up. You're going to hate me. I got the bag and the stove for $2. I know. Feather 400, and it had a couple problems. I don't know if you ever know about these, but you see this little four-way up here. If this ever gets hit, or if it gets in the bag, if it gets hit here on any one of these points, it will bird beak this aluminum trim. So when you get these and you wonder why, oh man, why is this thing all beat up? Well, it's because pots that are too heavy for it will hit on this and it'll rock back and forth and it'll put a dent in here. The other thing is if you just have an overall weight, it'll actually push this down and it'll actually kind of mushroom in reverse, right? So you want this to be up and off the burners. So I pulled this up and I got my pliers and I straightened out all the little bird's beaks. The generator was kind of folded over, so this probably took a hit. It probably got dropped or something heavy got put on it. But this got tweaked over, and then this little retainer clip here, that was all tweaked like this. So I took it off and straightened it out. It had a couple stickers on it. I got rid of that, and it's ready to go. So let's fire it up. I'm going to put this in place. I'm going to put our Tim Hortons coffee in the strainer. One thing I like about this is it has a really fine, I mean, for the age of this, it surprises me how fine the trap is on this. You don't need a filter on this thing. It won't get coffee in your water or anything. It's really cool. The other thing is this has like a really deep cup in here. So when you put this on, that water, it perks up and it stays up on top of this really well. Where's my cap? Where's my cap? Where's my cap? Here is my cap. All right, let's set this off to the side and let's get this baby fired up. Tighten the cap. That's good. Maybe four or five pumps. It says to do a bunch, 20 pumps. I never do. I want to actually get just enough for it to get going because I preheat, and then I'll apply as much pressure to it as I want. Because hey, let's face it, these are old stoves that you don't know anything about, and if you've got a leak, I'd rather be working on a leak with a tiny little amount of pressure than a ton. So I'm going to heat this burner, these burner rings up down here, and I'm going to heat this generator, and I'm going to flip this down. Ha! Ha! Woo! I ain't gonna lie, I lit it already. I knew it was gonna go. All right, so earlier in the video, in my yard sale video, I told you that this will get a perk in about a minute. Let's test that theory. It actually does. So set this baby on here, and I'll tell you why it takes so little. The reason is the way that this pot works is it's not trying to heat the entire body of the water. It actually has a throat right here, and so this little pedestal down here, it's just heating the immediate area down there. And so bottom line is, as soon as they get like even just a little bit of the water at the base of this let's call it the font, it'll boil that nearly instantly and shoot it to the top. So what does that mean? It doesn't mean that you're waiting to boil the entire body of the water. You're actually just boiling a small amount and sending it to the top, hitting your grounds, and then going down, so that you can actually then run this a bit longer than a normal percolator. A normal percolator, you've nearly waited for the entire volume to boil, right? And then you just want to get it to go through your grounds and quickly get it off. So anyway, that's my theory. Take it or leave it. I love it. I love the result of this coffee, and if you ever see one of these guys, grab it. It's a National. That's the brand. Okay, exactly a minute, and there we go. You see that? We're already burping at the top. Come on. Yep. And how's this baby doing? It's just doing awesome. Spin this around a little bit. There we go. The Feather 400. All right, so back to yard sailing. It was a good day. It was a fun day with family, and that was the best part. We found some good things. I mean, no huge anchor, crazy items, but one of the things that I didn't show you was I got into a stack of records. It was all psychedelic rock, early mid-late 70s, some early 80s stuff, some really obscure stuff. And I picked up 20 records. They were $1 a piece. 10 of them will go down to the booth. I'll get down there I sell 5 for 20, so boom, I'm gonna get all my money back just on those. But looking up each and every one of the 10 that I kept, they all were between $35, $65, and one was $85. So I mean, even if they were just 20 a piece, that's $200 right there. I will take those down to the record shop, and I will either sell them outright or I will trade for music that I like to listen to. All right, so I'm already turning this down. I got some golden brown. I turned the stove down to a nice simmer, and we're just going to ride this out for a few minutes, probably 5 minutes. All right, so here's an example of the records. This one's pretty cool. This is actually a radio broadcast from Canada, and it is about UFOs. It's the CBC Radio Canada transcription, Canadian Broadcast Corporation, International Service, and it says Great Balls of Fire, a documentary series on UFOs. So that's pretty cool. Here is, I got a big old glare. How's that? No? Here's another one. Here's Melodic Energy Commission, MEC. Never even heard of this band. I have heard of this one. This is a good one. This one is in really good shape. The cover's got a little bit of wear to it. Dr. John. I'm going to probably keep this particular one. This one's actually really cool. I think this one's went for like $40 in this condition. I got two of this gal here. I had never heard of her. Buffy St. Marie Illusions. I got two of her records. One was like 20, and I think one was like 40. Here's another one, MEC. This is that same band. This one here, this one was 20. I forgot there was a couple in here that were actually 20. Secret Weapons. This one here. This one was, I think this is like a $40 or $50 album. It's called Alien City. And this was in here, never even opened. A random country album in the midst of all this psych rock. And it's never been opened. Florida Georgia line, still in its cellophane. So maybe this was a gift to somebody and they never cracked it open. And Arlo Guthrie. And here's that second one of that Buffy. Yeah, and that's it. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So yeah, if those were 20 a piece, that's $200 right there. Okay, we got to pour some coffee now. We got to get some business going. Oh yeah, doggy. Look at that. Blacker than the ace of spades. All right, little Featherlight, you did good, buddy. You did good. All right. The other thing was this little hammer. I don't see. There could be a marking on there. There could be. It could be, but if anybody knows, there's just like this extra bracing that got put in. It actually, these are separate pieces that actually went in to protect the collar. But look at that cool little hammer. Isn't that neat? This was a yard sale that I actually wasn't going to stop at, and I just had a feeling. And Haley stayed in the van. She wasn't into it. I ran up there. There really wasn't anything right away. And then I asked if there was any tools, and she said that she had a little box that she thought about bringing out, but she hadn't yet. Boom, that was in it. So it was $1. All right, let's have some coffee. Cheers. This cup of coffee is going to go out to my Aunt Marie. I got some really bad news last night from my cousin Danny. Danny, prayers for the whole family. We lost my Aunt Marie last night. She's been really sick and in hospice the last week or so. And anyway, this goes out to Aunt Marie. And it's good. It's good. No bitterness. And that coffee is not the freshest coffee. No bitterness. It's hot. It's black. It's got like a real robust. I mean, it's a game changer. I'm telling you. Get a pot like that, please. And I want to hear somebody try it and let me know what they think, because I know that you hear me rant about it all the time, but I want to get some feedback. Okay, so I showed you the hammer, showed you the records, and I don't know if I showed you this little striker or not. It's not striking, but let me see if I can put a flint in it. I hate using this, but check out this vintage rosin flint, hard card, if you will. Isn't that cool? 5 flints for 19 cents. But these things are old school. I'm going to use them, but I'm going to try to keep the hard card together, because I could always push in. I could also always push in some flints into the case later, right? Put this back. All right. We got spark. There we go. Come on, baby. Now it's wore in. It works. It works. Ha All right. A little warmer. Let's see if we can get myself out of the pokey with this little lantern. I'm gonna need glasses. So, up, down, up, down. Okay. There we go. Okay. There we go. Nope. Oh, wait a minute, there's a light. Yeah! Hey, that's a cool little lamp. Take the price tag of it off. This could keep me out of the pokey. Apparently, there's been some sort of coup where when you do a coffee challenge, you're supposed to have a lantern functioning in the back. I don't do that. But maybe if this is handy, I can just do that. Let's see if this turns off. Okay, that's smart. That way, when it turns off, and then you have an extra button up here. We got, oh yeah, we got a dim, and we have a flasher. Bright, dim, flash, off. That's a cool little lamp. What model is that? Doesn't say. 1870 is the last 4 digits. 1870. I don't know. Pretty cool. All right, everybody. It's Sunday. Hope everybody has a great Sunday. I'll probably see you around. I'm sure I'm going to be getting into something today. But thanks for stopping and having a cup of coffee with me. And have a great day.